It's the memory of an old Christmas card.
Hi, it's me, Max T. Mouse, and I want to read you a story about how I get ready for Christmas. It's really told by the cat I lived with, Crusher T. Cat, but he's passed away. And so the book is dedicated to him because he was the smartest, bestest cat ever. But I'll read it to you because he can't read it to you now, but it's really him telling the story. So I hope you really enjoy the story of how I get ready for Christmas. Are you ready? Are you sitting down in a nice comfy chair like I am? Or snuggle up with somebody and listen to the story. You ready? Okay. Hi, it's me, Crusher T. Cat, and I'm Max T. Mouse's bestest friend. Now, if you didn't already know this, Max has a mouse hole, well, many mouse holes, in the house I live in. I live with a human here in Cricket Hollow. I'm his bestest friend, and he's my bestest friend, but maybe I already told you that. I'm going to tell you a story. Is that alright with you? Then go and sit in a nice comfy chair, or get snuggled up all cozy in your bed. Now I'll tell you how Max gets ready for Christmas. By the way, did you know that Max loves Christmas more than even eating cheese? Now, let's see. About a week or so before Christmas, Max starts baking cookies and other goodies to give to his friends. He makes candy cane cookies, Christmas tree cookies, yummy shortbread cookies, and catnip cookies. I sure hope he gives me some. Max plays Christmas music and sings along while he's rolling out the cookie dough, and he wears a special apron just for Christmas baking. His whole little mouse hole smells of yummy cookies and other treats baking in the oven. I like to watch him bake, and sometimes I try to sneak a cookie through the mouse hole. Max likes to walk out to the woods a few days before Christmas and look for the bestest tree to bring home and decorate. It takes him a while to chop down a tree as he's just a little mouse. But when he gets one chopped down, he loads it onto his sleigh and pulls it home. He sings Christmas songs all along the way, says hello to friends he meets, and enjoys looking at houses all decorated up for Christmas. As he walks along, he's thinking of how he'll decorate his little mouse hole. The human I live with put a bed in the window for me, so I watch for Max to come home with his tree. I don't care much for the snow. Too cold and wet on my paws. Yuck! When Max gets home, he brings in his tree and sets it up. And then you know what he does? Do you give up? He makes himself a hot chocolate and eats some chocolate chip cookies. He plays Christmas music, and after he gets all warmed up after that long walk, he starts decorating the tree. Max spends the whole day and even the next day, sometimes even the next day, decorating every room in his little mouse hole. It looks very Christmassy when he gets done. I like to knock off some of the ornaments on the tree when Max isn't looking. Oh boy, it's finally Christmas Eve, and Max has been busy writing a letter to Santa Mouse. He's really hoping that Santa will leave some yummy cheese for him. After all, he's been a very kind and helpful little mouse all year. Max reads a few of his favorite Christmas stories before going to bed. He carefully folds his letter and places it beside a plate of cookies and a glass of milk for Santa Mouse, and puts them at the foot of his bed. Oh yes, and one more thing he does is hang his little sock up on the post of his bed so Santa can put some cheese in it if he wishes. I'm sure that Max will be dreaming wonderful dreams tonight, don't you? Now, do you know where Santa Mouse lives? You don't know? Well, he lives in Mouseville at the North Pole, and he has lots of little mouse helpers helping him make gifts for all the good little mouses of the world. Santa Mouse has a huge workshop and a cheese shop too. One day a little mouse helper got all tangled up in some ribbon when he was wrapping some presents, and all you could see were his whiskers and ears poking out. I don't know if Santa Mouse found that amusing or not. Anyways, once the sleigh is all loaded up with presents and yummy cheese, Santa hitches up a big white rabbit to pull the sleigh. Then Santa Mouse heads off into the night to deliver all the presents. What do you think he'll leave for Max? I hope you're enjoying the story so far, are you? Okay, I'm gonna keep reading. Are you ready? Yippee! It's Christmas morning at last, and look what Max got in his sock. Yummy cheese, of course. Santa Mouse left some other presents too, but Max will open them later. First, he has a special breakfast. He tries some of the cheese Santa Mouse left. Very yummy. After he eats, Max runs through his mouse hole into my house so we can celebrate together. I hope Max made me some catnip cookies. Oh, look out the window. It's snowing out. Max loves a snowy Christmas day. Do you? Look what Max made for me. A whole tin full of catnip cookies and a wind-up mouse to play with. I would never chase Max around the house because we're bestest friends. I thank Max over and over for the yummy catnip cookies. They are so yummy in my big fat cat tummy. Can you guess what's in the present I'm giving to Max? Do you give up? It's a big chunk of cheese, of course, but don't tell Max because he hasn't opened it yet, okay? Do you know what Max does later in the morning on Christmas Day? Well, he likes to go for a long walk in the snow, pulling his little sleigh full of treats and gifts he has made. As he walks along, he meets his many friends. They run up to him and say, "Merry Mousemas, Max." Max hands out all the treats and gifts he has made for his friends. Carrots and carrot cookies for his rabbit friends, nuts and peanut butter cookies for his squirrel friends, and seeds for his bird friends. Oh, and of course some wonderful cheesecake for his little mouse friends. Now, in the afternoon on Christmas Day, Max's cousin Victoria and her husband Squeaky Mousiano come over to visit. Rosie O'Hare and Hampton Bear, Max's bestest friend besides me, also come over. And then you know what they do? Something I would never dream of doing, but I watch them from my window bed. They all go out in the snow and build snow cats out of snow, singing Christmas songs at the top of their lungs. When they get their snow cat finished, they all come into Max's little mouse hole for cheesecake and hot chocolate. I usually sneak a little bit of cheesecake out the mouse hole too. Later, just before it gets dark, Max's cousin Victoria, husband Squeaky, and Rosie O'Hare all leave to go home. Only Hampton stays. Max and Hampton set the table all special for a Christmas feast. They eat by candlelight and have the colored lights on in the window. I make a special trip out into the snow so I can watch them through the window. Brr, it's cold out here. Hampton looks silly wearing a paper hat and eating honey. Max is just about to pop his Christmas cracker. I wonder what his hat will look like. They do make me chuckle. So that is how Max gets ready for Christmas and celebrates Christmas Day. Merry Mousemas to all from all at Cricket Hollow.